Hi guys, welcome to Honest, Straightforward Reviews, where you get unbiased and unfunded. Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at the high-end MacBook Pro and the completely souped out MacBook Pro that I've got, and I'll be testing a game called Total War Warhammer 2 on it, and I'll be doing a campaign and a battle mode. So the campaign gives a whole world kind of lot of textures and things like that, whereas the battle would be like specific to units and things like that. So it'll be a really good test between them. And third one would be boot camp. So as you can see on the top left hand corner, you've got the high-end MacBook Pro. On the right hand and the bottom is the souped out one, and I've got it with 8 gigs of GPU and a higher end processor, maxed out 64 gigs of RAMs. And let's see how this game fares with those specs. So we're basically looking at a laptop that costs nearly double. So when you soup it up like that, it nearly cost me double the cost of a normal one. So the frames per second in the end, when we look at it here, is quite disappointing between the two. And if you look at the Mac, the low-end Mac to a Catalina, so I've spent about $2,500 more on the completely souped out one. It's got a better processor, more gigs in RAM, double the RAMs, and it's got a completely souped out RAM up to 64 gigs. Having looked at that, the frames per second, by the way, everything is exactly the same for the both of them, so they're absolutely the same in regards to the settings and the resolution. So it's really disappointing. The only difference is about 3 frames per second, which is insignificant. However, when you go to boot camp, it really bumps up to 152 frames per second, which is really nice. I mean, like, it's not that much of a difference between boot camp and normal Catalina. When it does come to this game, I do feel like it's a bit less when it comes to the frames per second difference is a bit less between boot camp and playing on Catalina. I know with some games they're really optimized for Windows and you can see a real increase in frames per second, but in boot camp I didn't notice much. Alright guys, so let's move on to the other part of this segment where we look at the campaign mode. So in campaign mode we're looking at the exact same laptops, right, left and center down. So we're going to be looking again at the frames per second in the end, because that's what I'm interested in, because the resolution and everything is exactly the same. Now I'm hoping there'll be a significant difference between the two GPUs, especially given the GPUs double the RAMs. Okay, so having done that, it's only 0.5 of a frame, which is nothing. So between the two Macs, if you're looking to game, get just the high-end Catalina, which comes with the 5500M GPU, whereas the lower end one comes with 5300M. I would get the 5500M based on these specs. I've done other tests as well. Let me know what games you guys would like me to test out. I've tested these two games. I've tested other games. If you want to have a look at them, let me know in the comments. I've looked at different values between, for example, looking at a different game by the name of Alien. So I've done a test on that, and let me know which one you guys would like to look at. But looking at this one, there is a difference between boot camp and Catalina, which is about 32-ish frames per second, which is a good increase. I wouldn't say it's significant, but it is quite good. So in the campaign mode, when you're having a battle in Total War, Warhammer 2, which is also really well optimized for Catalina, there's still an increase in the frames per second. Not that in campaign mode there wasn't, there was still. So you still get a bit of an increase, but it's, I don't know if it's worth you partitioning your hard drive and getting it used up by Windows. Let me know in the comments what I've done and how you guys would, if you guys want more details, because I've got for the top left hand corner laptop, that the high-end MacBook Pro I'm using, all I've done is just partitioned 50 gigs for Windows, and I'm running a SSD, Samsung T5 SSD, to run all the games. So all the games are hooked up to the SSD, and Windows is just sitting at 32 gig with 18 gigs free, which I use to update Windows and things like that. Okay, and I've got a few other things, drivers for Boot Camp as well. Let me know if you guys would see that, or would like to see that, and the differences between them and things like that. Alright, hopefully this helped you guys. And look, the only reason I'm doing this is actually looking at whether you should be spending that much more on the game, on the processor and things like that, and on the RAMs. I feel like the 5500M 4 gig 8 gig, there's not much of a difference. However, what does happen is it's only $150 here, the difference, just to upgrade the GPU. However, once you upgraded, you can only customize it at Apple's website, and they don't give you a discount. Whereas the high-end one or the low-end one, any ones that are already built like that without customization, you can get them at 10% discount at different stores. I got mine for only $3,490, whereas they're worth nearly $4,400. So that's nearly $1,000 off the price. Whereas if I had gotten that same laptop and customized it, yes, it would have cost me $150 more, but I would have had to buy it directly from Apple, which would have meant that I'm paying more than $1,100 just to get that GPU from 4 to 8 gigs. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys found this video useful. If you like it, gives me a thumbs up. If you didn't, let me know in the comments what I can improve and things like that. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Take good care. Bye. From me for today. Let me know what you think about my video in the comments, and if you want to support my work and you like to see more videos, please do subscribe and give me thumbs up. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.